The extent of fire development that we meet clearly shown that the fire was burning for an extended period of time before we were informed and responded to the structure. That is no secret about that. The extent of fire, that whole structure was on fire. Shortly after we arrived, it collapsed. Shortly after we arrived. We can only respond to an incident or an emergency when we are informed. On arrival, we went into operation. We exhausted both tanks of water. One was deployed to the canal, and eventually supplementary water came back to the scene. Ladyville truck was brought in to set up an additional attack from the eastern section, operating from the canal by Publix. And we were able to contain that fire. I'm sure you were there, you take footage. If you notice the close proximity of the wooden structure on the last structure that burned that is located east, extreme east of the fire area, you would notice the extremely close proximity to the other structure, and it didn't suffer fire damage. So it shows there must have been extremely good firefight for that to occur. In fact, portion of that structure collapsed on that structure while it was on fire. The evidence is there, they speak for themselves. And yet we were able to contain that fire. The fire department has a way of how it's operated, but we have limited fire trucks and limited quantity of water on the truck. We can do a very good job initially if we go and find a fire in its early stage or early phase, and it's still in the internal stage. It's still in the confined stage, and it's in the sort of incipient phase. When we find a fire like that responding with the 2 units we have, we are able to contain that fire effectively. But when we find a fire in such extent in development, then it requires supplementary water supply from the nearest canal. That takes time.